I'm about to build my first Kobe set.
Oh, you're first. Oh, you're gonna turn from the Brickmania side. You're gonna become a COBI addict. It
Yeah,
only takes one. It
I'm
only
gonna
takes
I'm gonna
one.
compare. I have a Brickmania Spitfire. I have a Kobe Spitfire.
What up, fam? So it's time to compare Kobe and Lego. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while, you know I like diving into military Lego. That's just my thing. Lego doesn't really make it, so I've resorted to buying sets from Brickmania, Brick Veteran, and other third-party Lego companies. These are all 100% or maybe 99% actual Lego pieces. They have some maybe 3D printed parts that kind of add on to that versus an actual Lego set. And I can't stress to say how many times people who watch my videos say I'm spending too much money for these sets when I can just buy Kobe.
But how much is a Brickmania what is this, 1/35th scale or?
Yeah, 1/35th scale. It's
So how much does one of their tanks cost?
depending if there's printed or minifigs or not, but if there's none, like you're looking at like
300.
Yeah, 300.
Full disclosure, I have nothing against Kobe. I think they're doing a great job being their own thing, having their own fandom, having their own sets, not mimicking Lego, doing their own thing. Lego doesn't make Lego military, kind of. Kobe kind of stepped in for that if you need that niche.
I always contemplated Kobe before I even dived into Brickmania. That's for sure. Because
Okay.
Lego doesn't make military. I am a veteran, so that fix isn't there. That Lego will never satisfy.
Yes, Brick Veteran and Brickmania are super expensive, but there's a reason to that. They have a large overhead and things to pay for. They have to buy their bricks at 20 to 25 cents per piece, whereas Lego is the ones creating those pieces, and they make it for a lot cheaper than that, like a fraction of a penny per piece. And these sets are also hand sorted, put together, other expenses surrounding it like taxes, rent, etc. that people just don't equate to when they buy a set to this, or they completely devalue what is in front of them. Yes, you can probably piece it together, but then what about the person who took the time and the hours to actually create this thing? You're just going to steal their artwork? No, they need to be compensated too.
A good chunk of them will be like, "Hey, you buy a lot of Brickmania. They're very pricey. Have you ever thought about Kobe?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "I have. Problem is, it's not Lego. Like I'm paying for the Lego. I'm paying for the time. The reason why Brickmania is expensive is because you're paying for a second overhead over the overhead."
Either way, I think it's finally time to compare Kobe and Lego. It's kind of hard to do that since they rarely have anything to compare them one to one. I mean, I guess you can use a Titanic, but I'm gonna use a military kit. So if you recall one of my latest videos, I decided to take my family down to the Brickmania Miramar location in San Diego on Marine Corps birthday to check out the USS Macon Island. And while I was down there, I decided to pick up this. This is Kobe's Top Gun Maverick FA-18E Super Hornet. Yes, I know. Another Top Gun Maverick video. Look, I love the movie. If you haven't seen it by now, go watch it. And if you haven't already, check out the rebrickable F-18E Super Hornet done by Lego Joey, in which he decided to make a Lego FA-18E in a way in which Lego would actually make it to their scaling kind of system. And more recently, I just finished the Brick Veteran Brick Designers version of the Maverick Top Gun F-18 as well. And I'm going to be biased. I already love this one more than anything else that's going to be shown in front of you. It's literally a Lego F-18E Super Hornet in Maverick Showbird colors. Now this is 100% Lego with Brick Designers using the printed pieces to make it look like the actual thing. There is no stickers on this. It's completely 100% custom printed. It's just so good. And also, Brick Veteran, in my opinion, is top shelf third-party custom Lego. What I mean by that is that the overall building experience from front to end feels like I'm building a Lego set, meaning they have great instructions, numbered bags, great quality, brand new Lego pieces, and history behind what you're building. So there's information as you're building, like Lego's currently doing now with their own instructions. So if I'm going to use a contender versus Kobe, I think Brick Veteran versus Brickmania would be a better representative against Kobe. Not exactly the Lego group, but it's Lego versus Kobe. Two different systems, two different things. So I'm going to be comparing these two kits in a number of categories. One being the box art, two, the building experience, three, the overall set, four, the minifigures, and five, does it fly? I'll let you know I already have a bias against the minifigure. Oh yeah, price. I guess let's start with that. So as you know, or if you don't, Brick Veteran's pricing is super high. I think it's a little higher than Brickmania, but what you're getting out of it, like I said, top shelf. The price for a Brick Veteran FA-18E Super Hornet runs about $1,100. that's without an add-on pack, meaning you're stuck with whatever the original thing is. They partner with brick designers to be able to make printed versions to make different type of showbirds for the F-18 squadrons, and or change it to the F model, which ups the price a couple $100. So in reality, if this set right here were to actually be a thing coming in a box, you're looking at anywhere between $1,300 and $1,400. And to be fair, this did not come that way. And if you want to check out a brand new unboxing of the F-18 Super Hornets, take a look at the 2 videos I've done in the past, about a year ago at this point. This F-18E Super Hornet Maverick version did not come that way. In fact, the only way for you to actually obtain one of these models is through buying a previous F-18 Super Hornet when they were originally released a year ago. You can still buy the instructions for the F-18E Super Hornet on their website. It's relatively cheap, so I recommend doing that if you want to build this. It's just unfortunately, you won't be able to get the printed pieces to make this set, but Brick Designers does have a sticker sheet that you can buy on their website to turn that F-18 to the Maverick version if you wish. So I was given the XML file to be able to make this kit, and on Bricklink it costs anywhere between $300 to $400 just to get the pieces alone. That's at the time of when I did this. Now, if you're familiar with Bricklink using XML files, the pricings can go up and down depending on the availability of pieces. So this can be $500 tomorrow to source together, or it could be $150 to source together. It really just depends, and if you're using your own pieces or not. But for me, I spent maybe a total of $600 accumulating all these pieces and to get the add-on pack printed pieces from Brick Designers. But if you look at the COBI version, it is $59.99 at Brickmania. $60. Big difference. So to be fair, if Lego were to create the same exact thing, you know, no way they're gonna sell this kit for $60. They're gonna sell it for at least $100-$120 for a set this size with the pieces of it, especially if it's licensed. Now you gotta give it to COBI. Their sets are completely 100%, I think for the most part, licensed sets. And in this case, they're paying royalties to both Boeing for the jet itself and Paramount to use Top Gun Maverick in this kit. Brick Veteran? No, they didn't do that. They kind of called it a different thing. Like, they don't call it a Super Hornet and they don't call it Top Gun. They're definitely skirting the line as far as legalities and licensing is concerned. Because imagine if they paid a licensing fee. Ooh, these prices would be a lot higher than what they were. So let's start with the box art. Obviously, this exact Brick Veteran kit didn't have one. For this one in particular, the box in itself is like some high fashion boxing for like high-end bags with a magnet closing thing. Like, it's reusable. The fact that they're in numbered bags is a big difference. Brickmania needs to learn from that. Brick Veteran does it. It feels just like I'm building a Lego set. This box art looks like a toy. The one thing that Lego is really strong with is that their packaging for any third-party Lego companies doesn't look like a Lego packaging. So a lot of them are very minimalistic, black or white background with the set on front. But the COBI version looks like a toy box, like any traditional toy box that you can see, peeling bright graphics in the front and a little bit about the toy in the back. And in this case, it has a little bit of history on the F-18 in itself. But for the Brick Veteran kit, though, I'm going to presume it's at 1/35 scale, like most military Lego companies. Whereas Lego in itself doesn't have a real scaling system. Their scales can go up and down, and it's not really cohesive. This is 1/48 scale. Let's presume Brick Veteran's at 1/35 scale, so they're not going to be the same size in their set. So if you look at Lego Joey's version of the F-18, this is how I think Lego would actually make an F-18, unless they made this into a UCS version. But in my opinion, I think the Brick Veteran version is slightly bigger than it's supposed to be. I've seen the F-18 Super Hornet up close in person. It doesn't feel this big when I'm looking at it to a human versus a minifigure and the actual jet. Now the 1/48 scale version, I don't think it's to scale either. The fig is really tall. Putting both figures to scale to what they are in their own companies, it's kind of hard to make it truly to scale to the actual jet. But overall, a building experience, numbered bags, easy instructions, great to follow, not a pain. They both win in that. However, when you look at the sets themselves, the reason why I am not a big fan of COBI isn't the fact that it's not Lego.
The thing is, when I look at some of the sets, so when I look at COBI's F-18, it looks weird to me.
Gotcha.
And COBI's getting too good at making it look realistic that I forget that it's a brick built model.
Because they have so many more pieces. They're willing to add more pieces to their collection.
The main reason why I'm not into COBI is because this looks too much like a die-cast model. It almost loses the silhouette of a brick locking system. Versus the Brick Veteran kit, you can tell that it's made by bricks. Overall, the set is gonna go to the Brick Veteran side. Now the minifigure, hands down Brick Veteran Lego. I'm not even gonna bother with the COBI fig or give it a chance. Not a fan. Which leaves to, does it fly?
Which one?
Yeah, right. Point to COBI, because you know I wasn't going to throw the Brick Veteran one. No way. No way that's going to happen. In the end, Brick Veteran and Lego wins. That could be my own bias. No, it is my own bias. I'm a fan of Lego. I'm not a fan of COBI. I respect COBI for what they are. The building experience, the quality of their work, thanks to Lego, is allowing them to improve their product, which is great because Lego needs a competitor. It's the only way that they themselves continue to innovate and also improve in their own areas where they fall short. And if you're a diehard COBI fan that wants to knock on me because I prefer to buy this versus COBI, I personally work hard to be able to afford this, so I buy it. Worth and value are subjective. Let me be. But not to say that don't buy any COBI sets. Like I said, this came from Brickmania. I bought this set at Brickmania, so buy this at Brickmania. Support another business buying COBI sets.
If you open your mind just enough to really appreciate a COBI set just for what it is, and forget about the fact, you know, the brand and investment that you've got, you're gonna get sucked in, and you're never gonna get out because they have so much cool stuff.
They do
so much, especially now, and they're doing more and more and more with more of the modern stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
Try it. You might like it.
Welcome. Look at
We'll
that.
see.
Look at it.
We'll
Welcome.
see. We'll see.
Let me know what you guys think. If you made it with me all the way to the end of this video, thumbs up, thumbs down, like, comment, subscribe below, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys. Peace.